Rodin, welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the general reading for Earth signs, so for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Keep in mind these readings are timeless and general, and you'll see that my view has changed again, and I'm very close. My most recent tripod broke again. So I had to improvise and go back to how I've originally been doing videos when I first started YouTube, which is just kind of stacking my phone on top of some decks and or books. So hello, here I am. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing and commenting. Please make sure that you like the video if you do actually like the video. It does help the video circulate. Sorry about that noise. Yeah, let's just go ahead and dive in and get started. Whew, sirens. I'll wait for that to pass. So Earth signs. The biggest thing that was coming through for you is I kept getting murky water. You're climbing out of, it feels like actually confusion, to be honest with you. Like you're coming out from some very dense emotions or some very like murky, I almost get like foggy headed kind of a state, but that's because there's been some big emotional stuff that you've been working through. I feel big Four of Swords energy with that, where maybe you've had to isolate yourself a little bit to go through this. Some of you are just doing this now, some of you are coming out of it now, but they just keep showing me like the moon. They literally show me like murky waters, like a slowdown, a fog, a fatigue, a drag. Very dense energy caused by dense emotions. Excuse me. Some of you, this is definitely about a relationship or relationship highlighted, some like emotional stuff to you, and so you're just finding your way through that. Oh. Some of you, your belief systems were challenged. Your belief systems were challenged. But you're coming out of it. You're coming out of it with clarity, which is good. I mean, the full moon Scorpio was hard on a lot of people, and so I just feel like you were experiencing the full moon Scorpio through that way. But let's go ahead and pull some cards. I'm going to start with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Let's see, for my Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like Mercury retrograde is giving you guys a lot of confusion, a lot of murkiness. I mean, usually Mercury retrograde can slow things down, but I just it feels like so like, like it feels like it almost has physically slowed you down, mentally made you very foggy. It doesn't feel very good, just being honest. But again, I think you're making your way through that. Any messages or insights from my Earth signs for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Any other messages or insights for my Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Murkiness. So here we have Vulture. Vulture is what I call death magic. It is very scorpionic. Vulture comes in to eat away the things that are dead and gone, so you don't need them anymore, things that are dragging you down or causing decay and stagnancy in your life within and without, so you can go into this more clean state and be purified. It's a death process. It's a death process. And God, even just the way like the colors are bleeding out from the vulture, like that's like how the energy is feeling. It's actually making me really tired, to be honest with you. Traversing through murky tar-like waters, but it feels so emotional. It doesn't feel like it's just your thoughts. It feels like it's the root of it is emotional stuff, emotional murkiness. Be cautious of who you're around. Some of you, that's contributing to making things murky for you or actually disrupting. Thank you. Disrupting your happiness. It could also be because you're surrounding yourself in environments and people. Hold on a second. That disrupt your energy. Cobra. Cobra is really interesting. Cobra is a waiting energy, but it's also a teacher. This is really fascinating. There almost feels like this an observance going on, like observing you going through this energy, going through this process. Definitely your guides are there with you. They're there observing you. They're supporting you. But you or someone that you're dealing with could actually be like waiting for someone to go through this death process, this murkiness. I literally feel like an observer over here, like a witness. I'm actually getting the word witness. A witness to this process, a witness to the emotional muck, a witness to this transformation. I'm literally getting bearing witness. Okay, let's keep going. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's literally like someone's waiting for you. You could be waiting for someone, or someone could be waiting for you to finish a really murky emotional process. On the bottom, we have Camel. Camel is about emotional maturity. It's also about maintaining your resources, maintaining your energy. Wow. And then Butterfly, which is literally transformation, the other side of Vulture, the other side of the death process here. I normally would not go as far as to say someone's waiting for you, but someone's waiting for you. Someone's waiting for you. Someone's witnessing you going through this. And of course you could be witnessing and are waiting for somebody to go through this process. Learning emotional maturity. That's what's coming on the other side of this process. Learning emotional maturity. Wow. Okay. You're also putting some things off here. Almost said Virgo. So those of you who are going through this process, again, whoever could be waiting for you on the other side can be non-physical, like your guides, but it really feels like a strong, either mentor or somebody who's been through the process themselves, so they know and so they're patient. So take that as it resonates, but I'm also getting that there's a pushing away of things, shelving things. Thank you. That's the word. Shelving decisions. I am getting that. There's a shelving of decisions as you're going through this muckiness. They're showing me the Two of Wands. Yeah, almost like you have to go through this muckiness. You have to go through these denser emotions, these denser energies, because whatever it's going to gift you is clarity and answers on how to make these decisions or what the best decision is for you. So you also have to be patient with yourself too, earth signs, as you're going through this process. Now, those of you who are waiting for someone to finish out this process, you're potentially waiting for them so that you can actually make your own choice in relation to them, or if it's or in a relationship with somebody, or if you run a business with somebody, waiting for them to finish their own murky process, so you guys can move forward in on something together, or just come to a consensus together. So again, take the messages as they resonate for you. Yeah, this process has to happen. It has to happen. And as I said, there's certain decisions that are contingent upon this process finishing, because there will be clarity and insight that will be a gift once this process is done. Excuse me. All right, let's go ahead and pull some other cards. Okay. Where are we going next? Oh, excuse me. Let's go with the Runic Tarot. Any messages or insights from my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Any other messages or insights from my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. There it is, their signs. Death magic. The death card. Scorpionic energy. A lot of scorpionic energy. You guys are very, very much impacted by this full moon Scorpio. Not especially my Tauruses. You guys are also in the North Node Taurus period of time, just like the rest of the collective. But anyway, death. Death. Into the underworld we go to come out with clarity and information. that you've been needing. You've clearly been needing that. You've clearly been needing this clarity and information that will come with it to be able to make a decision of sorts or certain decisions. And they feel big. They don't feel minor. Like I keep getting for some of you, it's about a move or your living situation. Others of you, it definitely feels work and pentacle related. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Yikes. Yikes. Are you fighting this process? Oh. Some of you have been fighting these denser emotions, which is only prolonging the process, I have to say. When we push off emotions like that are dense, that are dark, that are about grief or about attachment or stress, or, well, you know, we're talking about the emotions that are, you know, relatively unpleasant. We're not talking about happy, happy, joy, joy, right? You can't fight this process. I mean, you can't, excuse me, you can, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just going to make it harder. It's going to make you feel more fatigued. What are you avoiding? What have you been avoiding? Oh, excuse me. I feel avoidance with this. Now keep in mind, Earth signs, you could just watch somebody go through this process. You could just know that somebody is going through this process, right? And some of you, this is you. But whoever's in this process, there's a lot of avoidance and resistance going on. My guide said, until there is surrender. Yeah, until there is surrender, but that's a free will choice. That's a free will choice. I'm going to be blunt. Some of you are running away from your own shadow. Some of you are running away from yourself. The parts of yourself that you don't want to look at, the parts of yourselves that you don't want to accept that actually exists or that are there. Wow. Hierophant. Jesus. All right. So we have the Death card, we got 5 of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. It's interesting because Cobra has a little bit of that Hierophant energy in this deck in particular, because Cobra does speak of teacher and mentor, which is the Hierophant as well. Excuse me. Which is the Hierophant as well. Yeah, this, I gotta be honest, it almost seems like it's a bit of a battle, an internal struggle of your truth, of your dark side, your light side, if you want to, you know, put it in those parameters. The dense emotions that have been there, but maybe you've been ignoring for quite some time. And again, even when I was channeling for you guys, it's like I was getting that some of you, it's about facing your own belief systems or going through a transformation with your own belief systems. I literally feel like I'm looking at underworld and heaven. Like, I feel like I'm literally looking at that with you caught in between. Underworld is not like underworld. It's not hell or anything like that. When I say underworld, I mean like the lower world. I mean the darker depths of yourself and your soul and your subconscious, your psychological state. Think Scorpio. Right? Those parts of you. Some of you, this might even manifest into a bigger perception of spiritual warfare. And I say perception because it's a perception. I'm not going to say it's actually happening or it's not happening. It's a perception of your reality. The fatigue, though. The fatigue that I'm feeling on this 5 of Wands, I'm hearing burn. Burn, burn, burn. Some of you might actually be experiencing a burning away of energies within yourself. It might feel very uncomfortable, but you're fine. I'm not saying you're literally going to be on fire. But you might actually be feeling that energetically, just like rushes of heat throughout your body or certain chakra centers. Purification. God, earth signs, you're going through a lot. You're going through a lot. Some of you are literally going through a purification, a spiritual purification, and it's going to feel like what I was describing, like heat or energy, like going through your body, going through your energy centers. I'm also noticing the 5-5. The 5-5. Don't fight this process, please. Please don't fight this process. I'm hearing distraction. So you guys are going to use distraction to literally like not be in this process or not be connected to yourself, connected to your body. That's only going to prolong this process. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? You guys are super scorpionic. Clydester. Clyde has now joined us. Excuse me. Excuse you. Hold on, just to make sure he doesn't like like guys, literally he's he's like, I am on the cards now. Clyde. Okay. All right. We did have another card come out here. I'm gonna wait till all the cards are out. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? There's that recovery energy I was feeling. So now we have the King of Wands and the Devil. Jesus. All this fire. Clyde. All this fire energy, all of this. Excuse me. He's being very distracting right now. All of this fire energy, I just keep getting this burning away, this purification. It really feels like a fight for your soul, a fight for you, a fight for, how do I say this? I feel such a support and comfort from your guides of like wanting to usher you through this process, wanting to support you through this process to get you to the other side. But if you keep fighting and resisting, it's just going to be harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. Unnecessary struggle. Burn away tradition. Burn away your old belief systems. Let it burn. Burn away any emotions, any shame from recent relationships or even from belief systems you've had growing up, programming that keep you in this state of struggle because you don't have to struggle anymore. I mean, look at this. It's almost like you're rising from a I just want to knock the camera over. It's almost like you're rising from a 5 of Wands to a King of Wands energy, and you're facing down these restrictions. You're facing down what makes this struggle a struggle in the first place. You don't have to be chained to old belief systems. You don't have to be chained to old programming. You're literally in a purification by fire process. It is a death process. You can even call it a phoenix rising if you want to, but it's very deep. There's almost not even much to say. It's like, and I feel like this is such an internal process. I feel like you need to be isolated to go through this. Excuse me. It's purification. It's purification. And it is facing your shadow. It is a fight for your soul and for who you are. I mean, look at the intensity of these energies. You literally have the Death card with the 5 of Wands and the Hierophant. And then you have the Devil and the King of Wands. Some of you, this is facing down some serious addiction. I'm also seeing all 3 earth signs here with the Hierophant with Taurus, the Devil card with Capricorn, and your overall is the Hermit. Recovery, going within, right? Underneath that, yeah, see, ooh, 3 of Swords. Facing down your deepest internal struggles that are rooted in some very deep, dense emotions and pain. And what you perceive as trauma and programming. It really does feel like your higher self and your guides are like trying to get you through this process and to get you to stop fighting yourself. To stop fighting the process and just be purified in this. Again, with the overall energy of the Hermit with the 3 of Swords, this is reflecting on your deepest discomforts, your struggles, and some of your deepest pain. It's very shadowy, Earth signs. It's very shadowy, and it feels like a very quiet process. It's a very quiet process. You might even find yourself having a lot of moments of just quiet. Unleashing your power. Hold on, what is this? What is the unleashing your power here with this King of Wands? Unleashing your inner King of Wands. Your inner King of Wands is what you need to call upon for this process. It's going to help you with this purification by fire. King of Wands is a leader. King of Wands is not afraid to be captivating, is not afraid to say what they need to say, do what they need to do, be the center of attention. They're not afraid to do that. They're also not afraid to allow for, like, I'm getting the word team, to allow for help and assistance to come in when need be. They know how to be a leader, and a leader needs people to support them. They know that. Calling upon your inner King of Wands is really vital for you here. It's almost like you don't believe in your own inner King of Wands. Like you don't believe you're capable of this energy. You don't believe people will listen. You don't believe people will listen to you. Earth signs. You don't believe people will listen to you. You don't believe people will follow you. Oh, some of you don't believe people will like you, acknowledge you, accept you. These are some deeper stuff that I'm hitting on right here. I'm even noticing the Devil card in this illustration. He's all alone. Normally with the Devil card, they show the lovers all chained up. This person's just by themselves. It's an illusion. You're not alone. Earth signs, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You're not alone. And there are people who want you to be a King of Wands. You have that in you. You're very capable. Stop the struggle. Stop the struggle. I kind of want to look at the Five of Wands a little deeper. Trying to just make sure he does not knock this over. Clyde. Okay. This cat. All right, we're looking at the Five of Wands a little closer here. I'm going to go with the Rider-Waite. Tell me where this Five of Wands energy. Some of you might even feel like an initiation. God, this is getting really specific. There's a group of you as you're going through this, like you're actually like remembering yourself at different ages when this energy was either like just totally stomped out within you, or you were just really made to believe that you could not be this sort of an energy, or you weren't allowed to be this kind of energy. And it's created such an internal struggle. There's a lot of anger there too, Earth signs. I can feel that in this Five of Wands. There's a lot of anger here that needs to be burned away. Some of you might even be having dreams where your anger is being expressed. I'm hearing oppression, anger because of oppression. Yeah, this energy for you is oppressed, suppressed, repressed. You're made to ignore it. You're made to believe. You were made to believe that that doesn't exist within you. You're here to let that be purified and come out the other side. Cobra isn't King of Wands. Cobra, like I said, it's more of like a teacher energy and a paused, waiting sort of energy. Anticipation is the word that I'm getting for that. And I feel like your guides are just waiting for you to come out the other side and to realize this, to go through your transformation. Anyway, so I wrote the Five of Wands. Some of you might feel like you're a martyr, or you've been labeled as such. It's part of your journey. It's part of the struggle that you are still attaching yourself to, or have emotions about. Wow, with the Five of Wands, we do have the Lovers. We do have the Lovers. Lovers, you know, as some of you know, can sometimes be about a connection, but it is about decisions and choices, either head over heart decisions or decisions that really are like, how do I say this? Over your soul. Regarding your soul. We'll see what comes out with the Lovers card. So I wrote the Five of Wands. Clyde, you're such a ham. It's not even funny. I'm sorry. I have to be a cat mom for a second. He's just the cutest thing that's ever existed. Look at this guy. Look at him. Clyde. Anyway, sorry. I'm done. I just adore this cat. Anyway, Five of Wands. King of Cups. This is the part of yourself that you're having a really hard time with, okay? Not only do you need to like own this energy to help you go through this process being purified by fire, but this Lover's card with the King of Cups, that's emotions. That's your heart. That's your heart space right here. And this is what you're literally fighting. This is what you're literally battling over. Emotion, a very vast, I'm gonna say like a vast emotional pool that is your heart space. Attached to decisions you need to make, also attached to other relationships you've had. There's something in there that is painful for you to see, to feel, and accept, to feel comfortable with, and you're fighting it. You've been fighting it, and it's been creating struggle, and this death energy, this death magic is to help you with that struggle, so it doesn't have to be a struggle anymore. Let's keep going. Some of you are afraid to give into masculine energy. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. That's what I'm seeing here. You don't want to give in to your own masculine energy. And why is that? Yeah, I just like there's an association with pain. The Moon. There it is. I knew that card was going to come out. I felt that even in the channeling. The Moon card. Confusion, pools of emotions. Climb over the 5 of Wands. You have a lot of majors out here, Earth signs. Clyde, do not knock this over. Do not knock this over. Okay. Climb over the 5 of Wands. Wow. Two of Pentacles, and look, the King of Wands. Like I said, there's some decisions that you need to be making here, Earth signs, and the decisions that you need to make, maybe it's just one, you know, for some of you it's multiple, like a domino effect. If I make this choice, then I have to do this choice, and this choice, and this choice, right? So take it as it resonates. But you have at least one major decision. Some of you it's multiple to make, and that decision you're very uncomfortable with, because in order to make this choice, you have to go into some very murky waters. You have to sort out some very murky waters as it relates to your own emotions, as it relates to past relationships, excuse me, that you have confusion about and that are really uncomfortable. And going there is a struggle. Going there, you're fighting yourself. There's resistance. There's 5 of Wands. There's 3 of Swords. It's not comfortable. It's not very comfortable. But you need to go through that process, face whatever emotional stuff you don't really want to face that's getting in the way of making this choice, and let yourself be purified. Let yourself be cleansed in this death process, and you can come out the other side and make the choice that you need to make, whatever the choice is. Overall, we have Justice. Ooh. But the Tower, oh boy. We have 5s again, 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. 5s are all over the place for you. We literally have all the 5s out here except the 5 of Swords. This is all to clarify. This is all the overall energy for this 5 of Wands. Excuse me. Whatever choice you need to make, it's forcing you to face something from your past. It could even be really recent. It could be a really recent event or events from your past where shit was burned to the ground. It's interesting. All this like verbiage I want to use with you, like burn, let it burn, be purified by fire, cleanse, like where things you really wanted or things you were holding on to or relationships, whatever they may be, were burned to the ground. But it had to happen. With Justice being there, it had to happen. It had to. It really was in your best interest. But this tells me that you're still attached to the grief and the loss around these Tower moments. Or Tower moment. Again, some of you this could have been yesterday or today. Some of you, it could even just be a culmination of all the times this actually happened to you, regarding in the context of the decision you're making now. So for example, let's say you are trying to decide if you need to move. Let's say like that's the example for you. But let's say every time you moved, you were forced to move because, you know, a roommate left, or your house literally burned down, or you ran out of money, or something like that, right? Where it was out of your control, and it felt like a loss, but it really was to teach you something or put you in a different position or put you in a different position on your path. You see what I'm saying? So it's like whatever choice you're facing, it's making you remember all these times where you felt like the tower came in and burned something to the ground, burned an expectation, burned a part of your reality away, burned a relationship away, and it left you with some very funky feeling emotions. But now you have to face that because this stuff is still sitting within you, and it's making it difficult to make whatever this choice is that you need to make. And that's why you're fighting this process, because it's very uncomfortable and you don't really want to go there. Some of you might feel like you're having to face your past failures, but they're not failures. With the Justice card being there, it had to happen. It had to happen that way, or it happened really in your best interest, even if it's hard to look at it through that lens. If this is about a relationship for some of you just don't want to admit you have feelings. Some of you don't want to admit you care. If this is about a relationship. Yeah. So, my recommendation, sit in that Hermit energy. Where's the Hermit card? Clyde, are you on the Hermit card? Hold on. Excuse me, Clydester. Yep, there it is. Nope, that's the Vulture card. Okay, the Hermit card has disappeared. Anyway, I don't know where he put it. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. So my suggestion, sit in this Hermit energy, sit within yourself, let yourself reflect, let yourself feel. Don't let yourself distract yourself with, I don't know, anything. Like, don't distract yourself from these feelings, because you need to go through them. You need to sort them out. You need to get to a place where you can let go of a lot of the anger, the hurt, the frustration, the fear, the anticipation that it can happen again, all these things, the shame, whatever it is for you. You need to be able to digest it, cope with it, let it go, so you can make this proper choice. Okay? That's what I recommend. But let's go ahead and pull an advice card for you. I would like to do the Shamanic Tarot, but I'm utilizing that deck at the moment. Although, you know what? Hold on. I want to use that deck. Hold on a second. There we go. This is a little bit of a different view. I am buying a new tripod today. Although maybe I should stop buying tripods. I don't know. All right. Let's do Taurus first. Taurus advice first. Advice for my Taurians. They're stopping me. Some of you have been on the precipice of getting out of this process, and then you've been pulled back, and then you've regressed and fallen back into, excuse me, the devil energy, the familiar, what you've always done, or the kind of people you've always talked to or been around, whatever it was, right? That kept you from making this choice, which requires you to be free of those things. You see what I'm saying? Anyway. Taurus. Advice card for Taurus, please. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ascension. Not surprising. Ascension is awareness. It's the awareness of self. It's the awareness of all things, and being able to live in the present moment at peace with yourself and all things. That is ascension. This is not living in peace. This is a fight. This is an internal battle of your own emotions, and what from your past emotionally, or even recent past, or even the present, is affecting your decisions for the future. Moving into this place of just being aware. Okay, I've got some emotional stuff. I'm having a hard time making this choice because there's something I need to look at that I don't want to look at, that I don't really want to see. Why don't I want to see it? Is it going to kill me to see it? Probably not. So let me go ahead and look at that. Let me go and look at that and see why I'm struggling so much. So Taurus, you have Ascension. All right, Virgo. Whoa, that was very fast. Hold on a second, guys. Virgo, nice. We have honoring your energy. This is being honest with yourself about what you need day to day, moment to moment. I need to sleep. I need to eat. I need to go for a swim. I need to have fun, you know, whatever it is. It's honoring your needs and being accepting of whatever that is. Being okay with whatever that is instead of forcing yourself to be a certain way or do certain things or show up for certain people, etc. It's not a place of struggle, it's a place of flow. So Tauruses, you need to be in more of a state of awareness and honesty with yourself and recognize that sometimes things come up that are uncomfortable because we need to look at some things. We need to reflect on some things. We need to go through a little bit of a shift, and that's okay. And Virgos, you need to just honor your needs, like moment to moment to moment, and learn to be okay with that and not force yourself into certain routines that are not really good for your own well-being or your nature or what you're needing in the present moment. All right? No more Five of Wands. No more struggle. No more struggle. Capricorns. What do my Capricorns need? Any advice for my Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, you guys got two. Cappies, you ready? With Pluto being in Capricorn, you guys have been getting hit hard for the last couple of years. So we have masculine energy and omens as your advice. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to your own masculine energy. Remember what I was saying? It's almost like there's a struggle with our own internal masculine energies here in this reading. And Cappies, Spirit's talking to you, Source is talking to you, you guys are talking to you to pay attention. Look at the synchronicities. Look at, like, you know, maybe if you need to go somewhere, be somewhere, maybe they're showing you the same place over and over. Maybe it's a name that's coming up for you over and over. Maybe it's an animal that's coming up for you over and over. Whatever the sign or synchronicity is for my Capricorns, it's to point you in this direction, to look at your own masculine energy. I feel like my earth signs, you're going through this purification that is going to be healing to the part of you that you identify as masculine. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean the part of you identify as male or manly. It's like, it's the part of you that takes action, that takes initiative, that goes out, makes a plan, and get things done. That is masculine energy. King of Wands, King of Cups. You need your King of Wands right now to be your own leader. Yeah, to be your own leader so that you can also embrace and accept your inner King of Cups, that emotional part of you. You need your King of Cups, you need your King of Wands, and you need it now for all my earth signs. But Cappies, pay attention to what Spirit's been trying to show you about yourself and your own masculine energy. Okay? All right. Excuse me, Klein. He just thinks this is like his napping place now all of a sudden. Anyway, that's okay. I don't totally mind. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you got a lot out of it. And don't forget that the retreat, the Sedona Lionsgate retreat in July, it will be from July 28th to the 31st. Sign up is open, sign up is available. So if you want in, go ahead and check that out on my website or Channel for Grace website. Information I will try to link down below, but I've posted it everywhere. She's posted it everywhere. So yeah, go ahead and check that out, and I will see you guys very soon. You want to say bye? I thought he was gonna say bye. He's like, he got up. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Take care, guys, and yeah, good luck.